We have game 18 next. A Pool A game is on the field next between New Zealand and Kenya. New Zealand are well ahead as they are. It reflects their dominance on the tour. Over the 16 years we've been travelling with the tour. And there are the two teams, and Gordon Titchens, the New Zealand coach, has wasted no time here. He's putting out his top lineup. You see it there, Mickelson, Forbes and Dixon in the forwards, Waka at half-back, and the outer players Ormond, Ware and Baker. But don't write off this Kenyan team. They've got some very fine players. The brilliant Oscar Uma, the brothers Kayangi and Injera, a most accomplished team across the board. And both these teams unbeaten against Russia and Portugal. So here they come in the black. It's New Zealand. In the red, it's Kenya. And the Kenyan fans are here. They are here early, and they are loud early for the hopes and dreams of this lineup. And here's the New Zealand team, which will do their best, their utmost, to stop them as they've done so many times. There's the pool. Both of these teams will qualify for the cup round, but it's a matter of the winner of this game will obviously go top of the pool. There is the referee for this one, Ben Krause from South Africa. I'm Keith Quinn. I'm from New Zealand. I've got to state that from the start. So is Carl Tanana, my co-commentator. But for this game, Carl, we are down the middle, aren't we?
Oh, most definitely. And what I expect from this Kenyan team, Keith, is for them to test New Zealand physically. As you spoke about, they've got a huge crowd support here. They won't be daunted by the black jersey, whereas New Zealand, they want to move it fast, try and get it to the far wings, and then open up holes in the middle.
Good. There's the captain of the New Zealand team for this game, Tim Mickelson. He gives a thumbs up to referee Ben Krause of South Africa. And Krause's whistle signals the beginning of this game. And Biko Adima makes the start for Kenya. Well, the weather is warm. The question is, are these two teams hot for the action this morning? Straight away we see Regan Ware and making the use of his sidestep, and straight away we see a very fine tackle by Billy Odiambo, a tussle for the ball. Baker gets away from Odiambo's pass, and there is what Carl has talked about, big physical approach by Kenya.
Holding on.
Well, there is using their big frames, the Kenyans. They know if they can test New Zealand, they'll try and draw their defenders in and then shift the ball quickly. Good defence in the end by Tim Mickelson, but that is a huge let-off for the New Zealand team. We're very bunched at the moment.
Let's go back.
But Carl, we've got to ask you, there's been a kind of paradigm shift by Gordon Titchens this year. He has previously kind of complained about the fact he's looking for speed. I haven't got any speedy guys. This year he's gone for a lot of big men to play the middle of the field. Oh, he's got some nice footwork here from Regan Ware, and it's gone forward in the pass there to Kurt Baker. So what do you think, mate? He's gone, he's forgotten about, he's decided not to have the speed as an emphasis, rather the power play now.
Yeah, well, you haven't got the cattle, then you can't use it. I mean, he's gone for the power, and Regan Ware shows a lot of it there. Straightens up, takes out two defenders. Probably should have given it a step earlier to Kurt Baker. A missed opportunity for sure for New Zealand. And in these big games, you have to take every single one.
Fine.
But look at the man with the ball in the red shirt. That's Collins Injera. Now he has speed to burn. We've seen that in his brilliant try-scoring ability. Injera, one of the finest players on the tour. And there's again another crunch from Oscar Uma. They're really putting the pressure on the New Zealand team with physicality and widespread passing here. And a break coming. And Kenya go in. Oscar Ayode.
Well, if you control possession, you control the pace of the game. And Kenya at the moment are dominating it. This is how you do a late drop-off. The defence is drifting across. The runner who receives the ball is running straight, and he hits it nice. There's Oscar Ayodu, and they get the points rolling first in this game.
Okay, let's go.
Kick goes over. There is reward for Kenya. 7-0.
Well, any team is vulnerable in this first game, Keith, and I think that's what Kenya are aware of. They know they have to get off to a fast start. New Zealand just can't get their hands on the ball. They had an opportunity only moments earlier, didn't take it. The difference is Kenya took theirs.
Behind the line.
The early try halfway through the first half goes to Kenya. The restart comes from Biko Adema. Deflected down by Sam Dixon.
Nobody's knocking.
Not much of a change of look for Gordon Titchens. He has that look on his face, win, lose or draw, rain, hail or sleet.
That's your ball, it's your ball.
Well, he knows against a team such as Kenya, you have to put them away early. You have to get 2 or 3 or 4 tries up in the first half. Otherwise, it's going to be a street fight all game long. And he knows New Zealand need a score, and they need to score quickly.
Big support for the team in red. Bodine Waka, watched closely by Collins and Jira. Waka has been muscled. Number 8 is doing good work. Amonde, the captain. Dixon, who worked hard yesterday and got a try in each of the New Zealand games yesterday. Forbes, number 4. Baker. He also got tries in each of the games, and that one's lost forward. Just not working for New Zealand with 2 minutes to play in the first half.
Yeah, just haven't got that fluid vibe at the moment, the New Zealand team. Everyone's probably pushing a little bit too hard. Kurt Baker gets the ball ripped away, but some keen defence there from this Kenyan side. Collins and Jarrah doing some great work over the top.
Yeah, once it's stable on the feet.
He's got the lumberjack beard. DJ Forbes, sometimes he'll take it off on day 3. That's the day New Zealand try to do the business. It's come for Kenya again. My word, they're playing well here, playing brilliantly. Taking it down there was Odhiambo. Kayagi. Umar is in. Try number 2. Kenya hot for the action at the moment.
Yeah, they're making a lot of damages when they're doing these late cuts and switches. You can see there, New Zealand's line's broken, it's staggered. They always have players in and around the ball. This Kenyan team, their running style is so strong, and there's nothing Bodine Waka can do about that.
The other day, Mike Friday, the former coach of Kenya, was interviewed by World Rugby and was asked the best players he'd seen in all his years of travelling and being involved with England and with Kenya and now with USA. And he put Oscar Uma there on his list of 4 or 5 of the great men of World 7s rugby. And there was a good example, probably, of why he has rated him so highly. 30 seconds to play, 12-0 to Kenya.
There'll be no panic amongst this New Zealand camp, but they do need the kickoff. That's where they dominated on day 1. They haven't been able to secure a clean one yet in this game.
Deep kick. Waka. Dixon thrown down. Bodine Waka. Oh, here we go. Chance for Kenya just before the break. The timing has gone into the half-time. There goes the big siren.
It's going to have a shot for goal here,
Keith. Have a shot for goal.
This is a smart move. We saw it yesterday. If it is successful, it takes it out to a 3-score lead, and they'll back their defence of the Kenyan team.
We've seen it as kickoffs. Biko Adema is pretty handy on the snapshot. Gets a very even bounce off the artificial turf. Wind at his back. Lets it fly. fly. Look how it does fly, but away to the left. So it didn't quite work for Kenya in that instance, but they've played a great first half to lead New Zealand at the break 12-0.
Let's be aggressive on everything. That's the new tackle. Oh, it's a so the best.
Well, yes, we heard some salty language there, but it indicates the heat of the moment for the from the New Zealand camp there. And my word, they're under the pressure here, 12-0. But you're saying there won't be much worry, Carl Tanana.
Well, the common theme I got from both huddles that they need to be precise and they need to be aggressive. That's probably the word I got out of both huddles. The indecision by New Zealand, especially on attack, is the worrying theme. In defence, they have to get up and have more pressure, try and create some turnovers, to miss too many tackles.
Just remember, we have quite a strong breeze this afternoon here in Las Vegas, and as you're watching, it's right to left on your screen. Now there we see a kick for touch from the seat of the kickoff.
I'm not sure about that decision. I know they're trying to get out of their own territory, Kenya, but it just gives away the ball.
Look at that. Let's see if there's a kick for position from New Zealand with the wind behind them. Little bit of hesitancy in midfield, and now a fumble. And here's Waka caught by Kayange.
Knocked on.
It was nearly the perfect read in defence here by Kayange. He should have backed himself a little bit more. You can see there, he was caught in no man's land. He was 50-50, ready to go for it or not. In the end, he just knocks it on.
12.
But New Zealand setting up the play, take it to the midfield, try and bounce back the blind. As Gillies Kaka, the creator, comes on for Bodine Waka for New Zealand.
Let's go, gentlemen. Let's go, you're wasting time, let's go. Crouch. Bind. Sit.
So Bodine Waka is on for New Zealand. I'm sorry, Gillies Kaka on. Bodine Waka gone. Ruben Ware is a handful, isn't he? Forbes. They've got it wide at last to Dixon. Oh, so this is Ormond out wide. Mickelson, he waits, he passes. Kaka. Midfield collision, ball lost forward.
Just the ball out in front there. He was under pressure again. Some great defence coming off this line. I'm not sure who it was for Kenya. You can see there the peripheries of Sam Dixon just saw someone coming out from his left side, and it is a pressure ball.
Andrew Amonde coming through.
Fine. Sit. Go back. 5. Go. Yeah, put it in.
Injera puts it in. New Zealand have no scrum half there. He's well back. Injera, remember him, he's the big speedster. He's made the space, and a lovely run in for William Bucker.
If you're contesting on that side, you can use that line.
Well, great recognition there from the Kenyan team. They actually wheel the scrum to the left, and what that does for the Kenyan team, Collins Injera has no marker on him, and look at the players come out of the scrum. There is 3 there. They do the hard work, and in the end, he's just too strong. William Bucker. But look on the face of Collins Injera. It's so intense.
Beautiful celebrations. Oh, delight for Kenya. And Biko Adema's kick is a good one. There is the try scorer, Willie Mbaka. Look at that, points stacking up against New Zealand now, 19-0.
Still a long time in this game though, Keith. 3 scores is nothing in the game of 7, so by no means is this game over. But New Zealand need this ball, they need to score quick.
Have to go back for a long time for a previous win by Kenya over New Zealand. That was in Wellington, 2013, and they met in a semi-final out there, back there in New Zealand. So home defeat for New Zealand. They weren't happy that night. Looking along the New Zealand bench there, there's Liam Messam in the foreground, DJ Forbes. Remember, both these teams have qualified, but that won't alter the hurt for New Zealand if they score the big duck egg here and get beaten by Kenya, who are still playing it at 1,000,000 miles an hour. And now it's gone to Ormond. And now Mickelson has it. But they're still back in their own half of the field. And good work in there by Oliech.
Look at the keenness though on defence from this Kenyan side. They are just amongst everything. The confidence is flowing. This is a huge mistake by New Zealand. I think someone was in the 5, so can you get this ball? And now this is a tough road for New Zealand to get back. Or just slow the play down, take their time, this Kenyan team.
In history, New Zealand has won 36 times against Kenya's 3.
Leave it now, Rock.
But it's so even now in 7s. Sometimes they nail you, and sometimes you nail them. Referee Krause.
Wait. Move back.
He's calling out one of the New Zealanders here.
I was around the neck.
Gillies Kaka, I think it is.
Well, there you go.
Gillies Kaka tried to explain how that happened. Let's watch him. He's top right. He goes in.
Got 30 seconds.
And it's one of those rolls, Carl.
Yeah, just dangerous play there. You can't pull the guy head first into the turf. There's a responsibility to the tackler to bring that player down in a safe position.
No problem, the penalty goal goes over, and this is going to be a walkaway now for Kenya at 22-0 over New Zealand.
What I've liked about this Kenyan performance, Keith, is that they played the game in the right area of the field. They have dominated in that sense territory. And that guy, he will not be happy, as you said, especially not being able to score. That's been the thing for me.
See, coming into the picture there, Liam Messam. Well, with 30 seconds to go, not much chance for him to do much here.
Let's go.
And Sam Dixon goes off.
Let's go.
One of the try scorers, Collins Injera, one of the great try scorers of the whole years of the tour, and he's kind of drop-kicked the goal down there just about. In other words, send the New Zealanders right back. And of those wins by Kenya over New Zealand, to repeat, they've only been 3 in the history of the HSBC 7 series and its earlier names back in 1999, the start of the tour. This is the biggest one ever, and it's a rarity to see New Zealand with nil. And Kenya are all over New Zealand like a cheap suit here in this game. No doubt about the winners here at 22-0. And look at the way the Kenyans have dominated. On the board, of course, in the scoring, but on the field in territory and in the possession in percentages too. And they go to the top of the table with this 22-0 score at the moment. And it's over, and it's a great win for Kenya. The team on the field delighted. The fans in the stands, delirious. They got up early to get here on day 2 and the game early on, and well worth the trip to the outer edges of Las Vegas to see this scoreline go up in Kenya's favour by 22-0. Just look at the stats that favoured the winning team here